This is a modus operandi of the ICPC that increasingly has become a personal tool of Nuhu Ribadu. Nuhu made the call and made the order that I must be in custody yesterday.
How do you know he made the call?
He made the call because we listen to their calls. The government thinks that they're the only ones that listen to calls, but we also have our ways. He made the call, he gave the order, and
so you tapped his phone calls, did you?
Someone tapped his phone and told me.
Because that technically is illegal.
I know, but the government does it all the time. They listen to our calls all the time without a court order. But someone tapped his phone and told us that he gave the order. So, but the EFCC, I think, has shown itself to be more professional in this particular instance, and on Monday, by the grace of God, I'll go and see them.
Everyone, the 2027 general election is fast approaching, and a lot of revelation is getting to us, and then we will want to share some of this revelation to us, to every one of us. Now, let's not forget that of recent, there has been this hula baloo over the real-time transmission of election results. But of course, when the pressure was so much on Akpabio-led Senate, they have to cave in. But of course, they gave a proviso that the INEC should be at the discretion of INEC, that where there seems that the service is not that strong, or may not take electronic transmission, they can do everything manually. But of course, that also came up with some kind of opposition, but I think that opposition was later weakened, and then they had to settle for that. And then a lot of people have been saying, yes, that the National Assembly doesn't have the right to determine or speak for the INEC, because he that wears the shoes know where it pinches. Consider the fact that we don't have strong internet penetration and internet infrastructure. Coming up with a legislation that the INEC must stick to real-time transmission of a result it may not be something that is attainable here in Nigeria. But of course, the new development here is that of recent, the Nasir El-Rufai was interviewed, and at a time when he resisted arrest at the Nnamdi Azikiwe airport. I think he was coming back from he was coming to the country, and then the operative of ICPC or thereabout was about to arrest him. I think it also included the operative of the DSS, but of course, he resisted arrest with the help of the Mahmoud crowd who helped him to get away with it. But of course, in this particular interview with Arise TV, he made a striking a statement which you have watched earlier on in this video, and that statement was quite embarrassing, that he tapped into the conversation of the National Security Advisor. Now, one begin to wonder that how somebody, a former governor, we have that means, the ability to tap into a conversation of the chief security advisor to the president of any nation. Then this can't take place in other climes, even in developing climes. You begin to wonder what's really happening in this country. But of course, it goes to show how things are being run in this country. We are not managing our affairs properly. Then of course, then the issue now arises that we now want to juxtapose this with the issue of real-time transmission of results. We should know that yes, our results are not safe, because anybody can hack into servers. Don't forget that the last time we had almost, it was reported that almost 12 million attempt was made on the server, and then of course which did not succeed. But of course, this particular revelation caused to a lot of questioning how vulnerable our communication facilities are, how vulnerable we are as a nation, how vulnerable we are that people can tap into our conversation, can tap into our data, can hack into our servers. Of course, with this now, I think Nasir El-Rufai is supposed to be charged for this particular. What's your opinion on this? Is it not supposed to be charged for this particular conversion? Thanks to Aniagu that really brought out the best in himself by making him to commit himself and to say the truth. What's your opinion on this matter? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'll see you in another video.